Oh, yes. So perfect. Wow. Well, you hear background
We are
noises.
tuned
Is
in.
very funny.
Yeah.
Espen is at the airport in Germany. And let's, yeah, she had her announcement. So Espen is in Germany at the airport. He just came back from Chicago, uh, the United States, and together with lots of besties, he attended an Abraham workshop, and he was there with our amazing, beautiful CEO Jen, who is here with us live. And we love to hear all the golden nuggets. We love to hear your experience and your expansions and how you feel. And it was really funny because BestLife is an international organization, and it was so fun because before we started, Espen, he wanted to know if he could stay there at the place he's sitting right now. So yeah, easy, easy. We were talking just in German to the gentleman, you know, and yeah, he has permission to stay. But also, it was very fun just seeing Jen multitasking and being in the flow. It's so fun. So welcome Jen, welcome Espen, and welcome everyone who's watching right now or who's watching as a recording. You're so welcome. So welcome to you both. Awesome.
Well, thank you, Tineke, and
Thank you,
welcome.
Tineke.
Feel so blessed to be here today, and so love the opportunity to share and expand this out with everyone. This was just the most incredible experience ever, and I so love that Espen was in the hot seat. And
Yes.
there was a
But
crowd. Yeah. Oh, go
well,
ahead.
explain. Yeah, because this actually I have to hop in because this is so fun. Every time we do something fun, we say, "Oh, this was the best experience ever," and it's right, and it's becoming better and better and better and better. Next time, oh, it will be even better. And
Mhm.
yeah, so please first explain a little bit about what is an Abraham workshop, because maybe there are people who don't know what it is. And also, you mentioned Espen was in a hot seat. What is a hot seat, right?
Yeah, so this is fantastic. So, this all began back in 1985 when Esther discovered, and her husband Jerry, who was still living at that time, he made his transition about 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But she discovered through a wonderful series of events that she was able to channel, right, or receive
Right.
direct guidance from source. And at the beginnings of that, it was something that they never went, oh boy, we're going to share this. It was never like
Mm-hmm.
that at all. It was a very pure thing. And Esther will once in a while joke, if she would have known where, back then, if they would have said, you're going to be speaking in front of thousands of people, she would have probably
Mm-hmm.
not done it, right? But it was a wonderful natural evolution. And so what Esther is efficiently and effectively, since 1985 and the wonderful time of development, she's able to stand in front of a group of people and to
Mm-hmm.
make herself fully present in her physical form, but really receiving information directly from source and be able to
Wow.
communicate it. Yeah, share it in a wonderful
Mm-hmm.
way.
Bei Kimberley angekommen aus Venedig, wird seine
And
Information gebeten. Attention, please preaching, Mr. Christopher
Oh, it's just
Kimberley
attention to the
arrived from
source.
yeah,
It's good.
I love it. Thank you.
We are
Thank you,
here.
Yeah.
We're just
Lord. We
telling the
are
whole.
here. Yes.
Yes, it's
So
good.
and in the way of doing that, she's able to um, yeah, really select people from a group of, I would say I know there was over 1,200 people there, between 12 and 1,400 people there. I'm not sure exactly, didn't count them, doesn't matter. But be able to just select, right, based on who can light up in the room. And we were so fortunate to have Espen be one of those people. And there was just a handful of people at this workshop, less than 10 that were selected. So really, really, really powerful. So, but I know everybody is eager to hear from your perspective, Espen, what that experience was like. So I'll hand it back.
And Espen, you were selected to ask a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, tell us all about it.
Yeah, that was it was a very nice, for sure, a beautiful experience. I can remember the day before the night. The day before, I was sitting in the bathtub and I just writing things down from, if I'm gonna ask a question to Abraham, what would it be? And I also was feeling, something to give for everyone that could be beneficial, for expansion. And when I leave it, I was writing it down. The question is about, the question was, can you tell us about our own Abraham, our own guidance system?
Right.
And she was expanding on that for sure. So it was so nice when I was finished and writing. I remember just like, if I'm not getting up there, it's okay too, because I wrote down the question, and either way, the people who will be on the hot seat, sitting there, speaking with Esther, with Abraham, everyone will benefit in the room, as much as everyone, because we are all a group of people coming together, and we have the same, sharing this energy and expansion together. So it was very valuable. So then when I remember she was starting to do this, like, checking, and then she looked straight in my eyes, and I remember I met her the day before, and she was just come across, and I was just sharing, and I was sitting, I was standing, and I look at her eyes, and I didn't say anything, which she was just, we are going into having a really good time, and there will be so much fun. And I was just smiling, and Super Day, I think he said, oh yeah, like he's like that, yeah. He felt, and it's we both felt it, like, there will be a lot of expansion in this group, and there's always expansion on those Abraham Hicks seminars. So, but I had a kind of feeling already there that I will pick up, like there will be a chance for me to speak with her, because and I remember I met her in the ice resort. You see someone, and you just like see that, you just like the feeling, you cross and you see that feeling, you feel that what you see. And the same was when then she looking around, and then she looked at me. I can immediately feel the same feeling as the day before when she looked at me. And then when I felt it, I already know that I'm gonna be picked. So she was just like, you. And when I get up there, what you could say, I can actually not explain it, because it was. It was just pure bliss. There was no resist. It was just pure bliss, allowing. There was words coming out, but there was just there was just a lot of blissful feeling and emotion and expansion. I was just to share, asking, and let her speak through her own source, and just observing and listening. And it was, for my own experience, I all felt, she mentioned something about an active mind, and maybe there was something going on there, but I felt like when she speak about something about it calming down my own energy into a place for more feeling my feelings. And since that experience, it's just been expanding, and now it's just it's still expanding for sure, but it's like a new let's say a new way of observing things around now, because the feelings they change, they transform, the feeling is different, and it's more light, and it feels so good. It's so easy to feel either better now than ever before, and it's just still continue and flowing. But I love what you share about we all have our own Abraham, and we all have our own guidance system in there.
Right.
And she says something that I will do for sure. Because I felt there was someone speaking through me, and I have felt it for many years. When I do meditation, it's like the voice is changing sometimes, and then it's like there is something different that I feel. So she said, just record that and listen to it afterward, and then you can feel the vibration of it. You can feel if there is anything different there.
That's awesome. Wow, that is so powerful. Well, pleasurable, right? Because I heard you know, before we started this Facebook Live, I had the pleasure to listen to some of your beautiful expansions, and I heard it's all about pleasure. Who loves to expand on that?
Jen?
I would absolutely love to expand on that for sure. And this is something, it was definitely expressed in our workshop. It was also in the most recent recording that I received, because I get the direct recordings from the workshops. But it really is how powerful we are when we're really in our feel-good space. This is when we are in our space of alignment. This is when we can really feel the guidance that comes from within. Because we are always receiving. We're always transmitting and receiving, right? We're always doing that. But when we are feeling good, that receival is coming from source, which has access to all that is. But so often what will happen with people, and it's just a good point of discernment. They'll feel it. They're like, oh, good. I've got it now. Right now I know what to do. And now their connection is broken, right? Because it's not about getting into the how or the power of it or trying to monopolize on it, so to speak. It's about really feeling and flowing with it. It's about knowing with certainty that when we ask, and ask is, I can broaden that out. Anytime we experience contrast, source, our inner being, the greater aspect of us, answers. It answers with exactly what we want, always. And when we feel good, we can receive that answer. We can receive that guidance. And so it really is staying in that space and allowing the things that we've asked for, or lining up with the things that we've asked for, instead of getting a little bit too power hungry and going, oh, good, now I've got the magic formula. Here we go. Right. Now I know what to do. And kind of skipping and pulling ourselves out of that really truly connected, expansive space. So I love it. And really, it's as simple as just really feeling your feelings and flowing with those feelings and letting that be enough. But
that's awesome.
in that, you open up the door to all that is, and into your beautiful becoming, all that you've asked for and more. And that's really it, right? You can feel it.
Yeah. Just look at Espen.
Just look at Espen.
It's beautiful. And Espen and Jen, Dave had a comment, and Dave says, it's all about pleasure as opposed to power. Doing things because it's for pleasure and focusing on that. Yeah, that's so beautiful. And, you know, there are awesome people on this Facebook Live. I see Super Dave, who is in the back office. Thank you so much, Super Dave. I see Brit, Valenza, Amir, Davina. Wow, it's so fun. It's so beautiful. Great.
Yeah. So, and it's so fantastic. I'd love to share, because it was so fun. I was sitting right behind Espen, right? As Abraham was pointing it out. And this was really powerful. And I don't know, or pleasurable. We'll say pleasurable.
Pleasurable, yes.
Right.
We have a new word.
Pleasure cheesecake.
It's like cheesecake.
Oh, there we go. Oh, David, you mentioned it immediately when I said it. It's like cheesecake. Cheesecake. Oh my God.
Yeah. So so yeah,
Yeah.
just share, and
Okay.
after we will expand on cheesecake.
Oh
So
yes,
stay
for
tuned.
sure. So
Yeah.
it was really very delightful because Abraham went in this direction, and she Abraham said, and made a circle, a broader circle, and said, "There's something really good going on here." And looked Espen right in the eye and said, "It is you." Right? It is you. And then you proceeded up. But she made this broader circle, and it was kind of fun because the group of us that traveled, she almost made a circle around that whole group.
Wow.
And you could feel the energy. And it is you, Espen. Yeah, right? She didn't say Espen, but it was you. And how delightful it was.
Well, yeah. And you know what I really love? So last time in Denver, we talked about, having our own Abraham. And I love it, Espen, that you asked that question, that you brought that up. So thank you so much.
No, you're so welcome. I so appreciate it. And it's for all of us, because we all have our own personal, all guidance system. We are all or guiding or angel or someone that is speaking through us. So we can connect to that part. It's a natural part of who we are. And I love what you share also, Jen. We know because Abraham, there is none, there's just pure present. And we all have it. And when we practice it and understanding, and feeling it more and more and more, this will be natural in the future for everyone. It's like we all will have it, like and just to stay in the present, in another person's presence and feeling and coming together like two presence. It's like a fire. It's something burning, and you're putting something in the burning fire. It's starting. The intensity is starting to getting higher, but still the fire is the same. But the intensity is different. The intensity of the energy. Getting higher.
Yeah.
But still, we don't thinking about it. We don't do anything about it. It's just natural happening of this. We are connected, collected. We are expanding like this expansion universe. We are getting into this intensity of beautiful, positive emotion, energy, and it's increasing and it's natural. It's like like we can see now today with the technology and with everything that's been created into this world. Things go fast. And it's fun, and it's like it's a very fun process.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure in all of that. It's like it's more fun than ever. Now we sit here, one from Netherlands, one from America, now one in Frankfurt, soon in Oslo. But it's still fun to have those. Like we can express this now together with people all over the world. It's so it's like,
so true. And isn't it wonderful? Because we're all connected by. We are all connected. Our energies are all connected, and we can, use this beautiful.
She likes to speak now.
Yes, she loves to speak. Oh, we love her. Bless her. Yeah. But, I just felt like we're. Let her talk.
That's good. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know what you say, but it's very good. I like the language.
It is. Yeah, but what I'm feeling like, isn't it fun? We're connected. Also like this, we're sharing on Facebook. The internet is amazing, but also, isn't it fun? You're at the airport, Espen, and there are so many ways to connect. It's so easy to hop on a plane, to cross the ocean, and to be with other besties. It's so amazing. What a beautiful time we live in. And yeah, it's awesome. So, but we were going to talk about dessert, cheesecake. Carissa is also here. She's watching, and she said, always get dessert. So what is it about cheesecake, the Abraham weekend, Chicago, feeling good and pleasure? Well, let's look.
It's so good. I started to feel it immediately. When you have tasted the world's best cheesecake, you just can't forget it. It's just like you get the energy, pleasure immediately into this space. It's very fun.
So good.
Very good cheesecake in Chicago. And yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But I also, I heard this afternoon Jen expansion on it. So Jen, can you explain a little bit more about this
Oh,
amazing cheesecake?
I would love to expand on this because it really is, and I can even take it in a couple directions. It really is
Yeah.
the frequency, how we feel. And what was so delightful about Espen as he was, because I was there when he had the first piece of cheesecake, he was feeling so good. He was
Right.
feeling his alignment. And it's important to know that, right? He was feeling good before he got the cheesecake. He was feeling good. And then when he took that bite of cheesecake, it was like nothing he had ever tasted before. It was so pleasurable. And we just delighted in watching him. But that's the key. And this is a wonderful piece for each of us to really know, are we getting the cheesecake to make us feel better? Or do we feel so good and delight in that there's cheesecake available for us to expand upon that, to feel it with our physical senses? And that was such a perfect example of this. But to even take it in the opposite direction a little bit, if you're feeling or witnessing some contrast, right? You're seeing it, but you are feeling so good. It absolutely, it gives you a sense of delight. You feel the freedom in it. You can witness something that's maybe, not my preference, but not feel the desire to push it away. Instead, feel the appreciation for the expansion that's coming from that, not only for the people that maybe are part of the contrast or whatever the event is, but for us as a whole. And it's so beautiful. So it really is true. And Espen said at first, it all comes from within. It's really, what are you tuned to? Are you tuned to the greater aspect of yourself, which is an extension of source energy? Or are you tuned to your physical environment, or your boss, or your children, or your neighbors, or society, or or something that's said on TV, or whatever? Because really it is plugging into that ultimate power source. And I love it. And it was such a beautiful example. I think Dawn even got it on recording. So I'm hoping he shares it with us.
Yeah.
So
Wow. And let's read something Dave wrote. He says, we were all enjoying our alignment, and the cheesecake was just the cheesecake on top of the aligned cheesecake. That's
I love
funny.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
That's so fun. Yeah, and what I also love, for everyone who's watching, you probably can feel and see how, this is still in only thinking about it. Espen really feels it and smells it and can taste it. And that's so beautiful to have like things that you so love, because when you feel a little bit off, shift to those beautiful experiences, like enjoying this cheesecake. Or I heard someone talking about her cat today, um, and that is so awesome to feel the pleasure. And it's such delight, Espen, to look at you. Every time I look at you, I think, oh yeah, cheesecake. And that, yeah, but that is also beautiful.
That's
because that way, we can also think of another person and feel the shift. There's
some
so
download coming
many
down.
opportunities. Yeah, go on, Espen.
It was so beautiful. It's not about believing you having it, it's feeling you having it, and then it's starting to expand. It's the feeling. Like you said, it's a cheesecake. You're feeling it before you get the cheesecake, and it feels so good. And it's starting to you start to feel that emotion, and you start to almost like the smells and the senses starting to like. And then when you eat it, it feels to eat it better, and it's just expanding. And it's like when you're having a dream, something. The dreams is not created outside of yourself. The dreams is created inside, in the feeling. You're feeling the inside feeling dreams. Like you take a flight. You know how comfortable it is to sit in a flight seat. You know how comfortable when you're just flying up and you're going down. You know the feelings of that turbulent, and you know all of those things. But it's like when you are in the emotion, I feel very good in turbulent now. I didn't do it before, but now it's like a feeling like, oh, it's like being a child again and just moving, from side to side and just like dull in sleep or something. You're just like
a rocking baby.
Yeah.
Rocking the baby.
But
Yeah.
it's like and you have all those emotions and your feelings. You have your experience. You've experienced something beautiful for yourself. It can be with emotion, you singing, playing guitar, or anything that is you're passionate about. You can stood in that feeling because the dreams is inside. It's the dreams is it's inside yourself, and you feel it, and you're having the emotion, and then you like you feel that, and then you move on and feel something. Still feeling good and better about something else. That emotion you have, like the leveraging you do, Tineke, is so powerful. 68 seconds you did the leveraging for me to get, and you all did the leveraging for me to actually sitting in the hot seat with having a nice, beautiful conversation with Abraham. We did
we did it a few times.
Did the leverage for on your leverage classes, Tineke, and it's so powerful. And it's just like, isn't that fun to now understand that it's not what you just imagine in your thoughts, but it's the feeling of the soothing in. You're using a lot of playfulness, expression, and feelings, and you feel that energy, and everyone having their focus in that feeling. And now the feeling is just like very easily feels so good, and then you just move on, and you can have that experience. I have so many beautiful things with your leveraging classes, with my work I got with shrimp fishing last year, but all these classes is very powerful. Also, every classes is because they have its feelings, the dreams, it's the feelings, the inside feeling dreams. It's creating the outside. When you're feeling good inside, everything feels good outside because it's inside. It's the outside.
So true. Yeah, and Carissa says, Scott says it's all about the feelings. Oh, so true, Scott. Thank you for your comment. And Carissa says, yes, Espen, feeling the feelings of having it, feeling the pleasure of just being is just wonderful. Wow. And that's so awesome. And Dave also mentioned, absolutely, from within we create our outer worlds. It's so awesome. And, it's so beautiful, all these beautiful comments. And Bridget is also here. Welcome, Bridget. And Suela. Oh, it's so awesome. Yes.
It's good to see you all here.
Oh,
yeah. Fantastic. Well, and I'd love to expand on this because this was such a beautiful, delightful thing to see this whole experience come into unfoldment just for Espen. Right. And because back in June, after our Align and Shine event, the opportunity, it was just right after it was presented, let's go to Chicago. And Espen right away said yes. And then he continued to line himself up with this. Right? Meaning he deliberately lined himself up with this experience. It wasn't like, well, I'm going to say yes. And if it sort of happens and a feather falls out of the sky and then this happens. And if I pull the right card and then that happens, I'll do it. It was like, no, I feel good because he was feeling his alignment very much at the time. He made the decision and he lined up with it. And that is truly deliberate co-creation at its best. And it was such a beautiful experience to see it unfold all the way to him sitting in the hot seat. Right? There wasn't a waiver, or there wasn't like, oh, maybe I made the wrong decision, or I said I'm going to go, but put me in pencil. Because I don't know. It was like, I am, but yet I didn't feel like, and Espen, I'd love you to answer this. You didn't make a decision out of feeling pushed, or was it anything outside of you, or when you made that decision?
I wouldn't sit in the hot seat if I was pushing him, because remember, she was like, oh no, not you. The people starting to run up, and she said, not you. And everyone's just go back because there is no push energy. I felt like Abraham had taken into a more relaxed and what is called the relaxed and pleasure feeling. You know, when you
Right.
are the most relaxed pleasure feeling, she was just like you. That was the
Yeah.
feeling I got. I was just like,
Yeah.
I looked straight to
Was
her eyes. I was like,
so
I felt so relaxed, and when she looked at me, I just holded my attention. It's like, and then she's like, you.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just
Beautiful.
5 seconds we go because the energy was so good. So me, okay. So but it just like
Yeah.
there was so much
Yes.
relaxation in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good too. You know, it
Mhm.
was good. It was good. And
Yeah.
Attention,
Right.
but isn't
And
it nice that everything, the freedom and everything takes from the place from your own feelings. You know, there's nothing outside of you that you need. You don't need anyone outside of you. You got it all inside. And when you
right.
start to notice your own power, the relationship between you, like she said, because it's like
Yeah.
the connect.
Oh, I love that too.
You can
Yeah.
expand on that day that you because it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, for
no
sure.
separation between you and you. It's like you one, and then just like very easy, gentle. It's
Yeah.
like when you're having that feeling and that thing, you know, just words you speak out, and you feel what you speak. It's like it's a whole new level. You not only speak with words, you feel it and speak with words. When it's like
Yeah.
she says something, you feel what you see, you feel what you hear. It's like you're taking all these feelings, connecting this with oneness with who you are, and feel all of those things with your physical senses, and then just like that is the expansion, and just like noticing. And now you feel the vibration of everything, and you also transform and change it because you're feeling good, and you look at things that outside of you say feel good inside. It's transform and change. Next time you see it, it's different again. That is like the still like illness or sickness. You immediately when you just I feel good inside, and you just like you know that the inside created the outside, and you just like feeling it through and letting the emotion just like sort it out. So made have a solution in it. Now it's no sickness more, and then you just like you don't have to go back and figure it out. Now you are healthy. You know, all is good. You're well. Well-being is the most natural of all of us.
And Dave mentions freedom and your alignment with you and your inner being. And let me tell, maybe you're listening now and watching this Facebook Live and you think, what the hell are they talking about? Then just
Don't know.
focus on, but just focus on the feeling. Focus, just breathe in and out and focus on the feeling, because your feelings and your inner being, they know. They just know. You don't have to understand with words, but you understand the feelings. And let it resonate. Tune into the beautiful feelings of Espen and the beautiful feelings of Jen, and just feel it and let it resonate with you. Because maybe this you thing, well, your brain thinks, I don't know. It doesn't matter. You don't have to know. Just feel it.
Well, and it inspires me to read a beautiful quote from Abraham, and I think
Yes.
and it really says exactly what you said. And because you guys are just amazing. And the quote goes like this: It says, "It isn't what you eat; it's how you feel when you eat it. It isn't what you say; it's how you feel when you say it." And it isn't what you do, it's how you feel when you do it. It's only how you feel. And that's by Abraham. And that's it, right? That's really, really, really it. Cheesecake, oh, there's so many things to expand on. But feel you. Feel how amazing you are. That's it. And feel and feel your feelings, because they're perfect and they're beautiful and they're guiding you to everything you've asked for, to all of your heart's desires. They're guiding you perfectly. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Can you read it one more time? And then we will wrap it up.
Okay. Okay.
Just breathe in and close your eyes and let the words come in. So here you go, Jen.
It isn't what you eat, it's how you feel when you eat it. It isn't what you say, it's how you feel when you say it. And it isn't what you do, it's how you feel when you do it. It's only how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so perfect. So amazing. Thank you both so much for all the beautiful golden nuggets. It's wonderful, and we love to hear more. And when you're watching right now and you feel like, oh yeah, I love to hear more, you know, join us. In the workshops. There is a workshop today. And the workshop on Wednesday, or become a member, a member of Best Life, and feel connected. And oh, so beautiful. And Bridget says, thank you for sharing the quote from Abraham. Jen, so great. Yeah.
Oh, you're
So
welcome.
perfect. So perfect.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much, Espen. A safe travel, a pleasurable travel, of course.
It's been a
Thank you,
really amazing
Jen.
journey.
Yes.
And thank you for watching this Facebook Live, and thank you for being here, for participating, for growing and expanding together with us. Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
Love you all.
Love you all. Bye
Very
Bye
bye.
bye. Love
Bye bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.
Awesome. Awesome.